Am I the asshole for telling my dad there will be no making up for missing my high school graduation? I'm graduating high school at the end of this month. My dad dropped the bomb on me 2 nights ago that his stepdaughter has an award ceremony for some competition she entered and won in another state on that same day, and that she really wants him to be there. He told me he couldn't possibly make it to both, and since his wife and their children together will be going, he needs to be there too. He told me he would make it up to me, and we could celebrate another time. I still live with him, not for much longer. My mom died when I was 7, and my dad got married again when I was 11 or 12. It's been a few years anyway. His stepdaughter never knew her bio dad, so my dad has accepted her as his own. And he has prioritized her a lot in the last 5-6 years. It doesn't always show in the most obvious ways, but it can be felt. Father-son time was put on an indefinite hiatus, and instead Dad told me we needed to include her in our time together. But he also spent time with just her for father-daughter time. I brought it up to my dad, and he told me I wasn't exactly making an effort to be closer to her, so he wanted us all to bond and didn't want me to just focus on my relationship with him. He has attended her dance things instead of my basketball games if they're on at the same time. It doesn't matter if mine was known about first, he will still skip my stuff to go to hers. He will take us on family days, and whenever he and his wife say kids can choose, he picks her choices over mine. He claims it's because they will be the most fun for everyone. But really, he even says it afterward, anything his little princess wants. Our refrigerator and our shower broke at the same time. His stepdaughter's birthday was coming up, so he took money from my birthday fund to pay for that stuff. And so his stepdaughter would definitely get what she wanted, this Barbie house thing, and a whole fashion set, and they were whole. I think Dad said $250. He didn't get all the money back by the time my birthday came around, so instead, he bought me a $30 gift card for Steam, when he had promised me a new monitor and keyboard for my computer. That was a gift from my grandparents. When my dad told me he wouldn't be at my graduation to go and support her, I told him there is no making up for that, and he can forget about being included in my life going forward. He told me he would make it up to me, and I told him I will always come second to his little princess, and I'm not going to be okay with that. I told him he's discarded me for the last time. Dad begged me to be reasonable, but I walked away. Then I invited both sets of grandparents who agreed to come. His wife told me I could have come with them, and I don't need to attend the ceremony but could support my sister. I said her daughter's not my sister, and I do not want to support their family anymore, and I will be out of their hair soon. She called me selfish and told me I can't deny her daughter a dad. Am I the asshole? Yeah. I hope you pointed out to your father that while trying to make up for his step-daughter having a loser father, that he has indeed become a loser to his own child. How ironic. Not the asshole. Not the asshole your father's wife felt your best option was to miss your own graduation to support her child. That's the way to make you feel included in a family. This is sarcasm, by the way. 2 children, 2 events, 2 parents, that is 1 parent per event. There may be a reason for your dad to go to other event, if say wife scared to drive. But then she should be supporting you, if it had bothered to build that relationship. You're right. Your dad has too much to make up for, and no history of doing it. Edit, ask your dad's wife why it is okay to deny you any parent at all, so her daughter can have 2. Not the asshole can't deny her daughter a dad or a dat you? You lost your dad too. Not the asshole. I told him he's discarded me for the last time. That's the key point here, it's not just about this one incident. His wife told me I could have come with them, and I don't need to attend the ceremony. The same applies to her child. They could have come with you. She called me selfish, and told me I can't deny her daughter a dad. She and her daughter have deprived you of one. Wow, what a horrible way to keep showing you don't matter to them. Totally not the asshole. And congrats on the freedom that awaits you. I'm impressed by your clarity of thinking. Took me much longer to get that level of understanding. If not done already, get your plans started or refined further. The shame they are hiding may cause some additional grief and manipulation. You got this. Good luck. Life is very sweet without constant disappointment. Oh God, I felt this in my soul, and it reminded me of my own childhood. Not the asshole. It's his job to be there for you. It's his job to be your dad, and I'm so fucking sorry he's failing at that, and doubling down when it's pointed out. IDK, you need to hear this, but don't ever let yourself feel guilty for going and see after this. If you decide to, he decided you weren't worth his time as a child, so you've decided that he's not worth your time now. That's valid. Oh my God. What the heck? You should skip your graduation? What? Really? No. I would cut these toxic people out. You are obviously the afterthought. They don't consider your feelings, but they demand that you make concessions and sacrifices for the golden child of the family. No. The moment they treated you like that, you should have went to live with your grandparents. Do they see this? What do they think? Not the asshole. It's great he accepted. Bis stepdaughter has his own. But he shouldn't forget his existing kid for it. Great. That your grandparents will attend in good. You communicated your feelings clearly to your father. He needs to know the consequences of his behavior. Massive. Not the asshole. Besides the fact that that's his stepdaughter, high school graduation trumps essentially all childhood activities in priority of attendance by parents. I agree with you. There's no coming back from this. What other milestones does your father plan on missing for you? Wedding? Grandchildren? It's better to cut your losses as soon as you're able to and move on to avoid other disappointing moments down the road. You are wise to catch this now instead of pushing it down. AITA's graduation can also be your liberation party. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Your stepmother doesn't want you to deny her daughter a dad, but she has absolutely no issue denying you your dad. A reasonable woman would be horrified seeing her husband choose someone over his child. She'd force him to go. I wish you all the best moving forward without any of them. I would leave as soon as you can move with one of your grandparents. And definitely go no contact. I really feel for you. Your dad sounds like a top. I hope you enjoy your graduation, and so glad that your grandparents can make it to celebrate. I think you should show your dad this thread. I also think you should go low contact with all of them, so they can cause you no more hurt.